county officials who are actually on a go-slow right now. But we see a story where they were caught harassing a hawker with physical disability in the CBD over a 500 shilling bribe.
So, can I start?
Yes.
That is the problem we are going to have in so many sectors right now in Kenya, including the KRA. That is because we are militarizing, let me use that word,
even
our
in
public
the media
sectors.
council, Ruto rejected the appointment. Let me get this story for you as you continue.
Yeah, so we are I don't know if there is a word like that, but
yes.
we are militarizing our public sector, you know. You look at people who should be public servants, they are now going to, for example, the people who are recruited by KRA, they went for a paramilitary training for, I don't know, 3 months. The ones that were being recruited the other day. So, ni msiata amefunzwa karate na kupiga mbaya. So, that is what is going to happen in so many sectors, because it's supposed to be public service, but now it's like public force or something, you know.
So the story goes, President William Ruto has revoked the appointment of journalist Kathleen Openda as the chair of the Council of Kenya Institute of Mass Communication, okay, and replaced her with former police spokesperson Charles Owino. Like this is an institution that trains journalists. And you're putting a police spokesperson in charge of it. What are you teaching these young journalists?
Yes, sir.
Cooperate with the government or else. Is that what is being instilled in this country right now?
I want you to report this. I want you to, as you train as a journalist, this is what you're going to report.
Kamle, show you the KRA agent. Why would the KRA agent go through training?
To come whoop you if you don't pay taxes. Look.
Crazy.
That's a public servant right there. It's supposed to come and tell you.
Chunliwa KRA. Ready for war? What do you mean? But you've seen they've launched KRA. I don't know if it sells collection people who are moving from business to business, calculating the taxes you owe the government. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
For real?
Yeah. And they're in the CBD going from shop to shop.
Yeah, they are asking you how much do you pay for rent, how much do you make a day?
Yeah.
How much?
And taking
data
of your now your shop.
Nada super.
Now your shop is registered and known by the KRA. If you do not remit accordingly, they come for your shop.
Shut it down.
Yes, the government
every
has given
type of shop.
No, not even shop.
No, M-Pesa phone.
Yes.
Yasimu.
To everybody. KRA now has real-time monitoring capabilities of your M-Pesa transactions.
Shout out to them.
Okay, so they know how much you're making. Either way, if you do not pay your taxes, if you keep filing nil, they know. How is it nil and your...
Nilipa mi 6,000 kuiva. Nil! Yote ndo swali unaulizwa.
Ndio hii. This transaction
euphoric.
Euphoric.
9,000. Na unafai nil. Bye.
Mbona unachaza na serikali? Unadhani Ruto ni babako?
And that's how far
will that work?
that will result in a lot of closure of businesses. Yes, we will regress backwards in business development, because what you have to remember is, for you to aggressively seek taxes like that from the people, you must have first put measures in place for you to provide services to the people for their businesses to thrive. But this network has not been set up in any shape or form. We do not have government led VC firms. We do not have any sort of government input to the people in such a way that they are sure every business in Kenya is making this amount of money, or you look at it from the size of the business. This is an SME. SMEs in Kenya, from the measures we've put in place, the subsidies we've given, in this sector, they should be making minimum this much. You get? But none of that has happened. It's even more expensive to run businesses in Kenya. So I was recently doing some research the other day, and to open a restaurant, you need about 4 licenses.
What?
Okay.
Food handling?
Food handling, fire, health, and the accounting.
Yeah.
4 licenses from 4 different organizations.
For bribes somewhere.
Exactly.
And they are not
Probably.
cheap.
And I bet there's even more.
And
Of course.
Needed certificates.
Of course,
or papers.
they'll tell you to go, if you want to package anything in your restaurant, they'll tell you go get KEBS, whatever, license. Now you can package, and you know, which is, if these fees were cheap, it wouldn't be a problem.
That's what even scares away investors from investing in our country, you know.
Exactly. There was a certain engineer that was breaking down the cost of starting a steel manufacturing plant, and you basically spend $1 million before you even started building. $1 million, and you haven't even set up a site.
There's even a charity tax in Kenya. You know, I was seeing a story of a certain NGO that wanted to donate a water driller somewhere in Turkana.
Yes.
And
They were
had to take
taxed.
they had to take it back. I mean, they were told for you to
Donate.
install the drillers, you need to pay this and this and this and this, and he went back with it. The chief of that organization.
God damn.
You have to
God
pay to
damn.
help.
Help us.
But
Pay us. You know,
it's a fucked up country.
which is such
Continent.
it's a-
but when you look at now Nairobi county officials, ukiendaga tao man, you always see them kwanza jioni.
Njaa.
Nobody can actually first of all sell their own stuff. Wanakwaga tu wamekimbizana na makanjo all day every day. So these people are, imagine somebody who is disabled, haizi kimbia, there is nowhere ataenda. Hata lazima atakulipa kama nafaa kulipe. Why the hell are you still coming unampiga because of a bribe? And hata hiyo donyo nakupea haikuangi hata iti unapeleka kwa ofisi. It's bribe you put in your pocket.
I have a
And
clue.
it's not even the first time. Last week there was somewhere wale wawili, I think we reported that, I don't know where it was, some woman gari yake ilikuwa inafungwa.
Yeah. And then
Akarasiwa a lot of and there was a lot of commotion, of which if it wasn't the cameras, people actually talking about it and reporting these people, watu wamedo worse and worse and worse.
Wanakujanga, you know the kanjos where you park, sometimes you park in front of a building, and you know kanjo are always kanjo, the
So,
city council.
first of all, what they do is when you park, they're never there
They are
for
never
you
there.
to pay.
Yeah.
Okay. So they want to clamp your car so that when you come, you have to bribe
pay
them.
You have to
more.
bribe and
Yeah,
pay them,
so
exactly.
that is what they do. So they clamped this woman's car, and then they started harassing her, and the woman said, I'm not paying anything, take me to the station. The Karao took the key, and he doesn't want to get into the car so that they can go to the station. Like now he's abusing the
Power.
woman.
So I have your car keys already, and I still have your car. Does that even make sense?
Look, you know what I do? I go file a report with the police and I leave the car with you.
And the key?
Come back in now. I leave you there with it. And I go file a case. Take a photo of you. Go to the police. File a case. Let's deal na hiki tumbele. I feel like because and everybody on TikTok can tell us what are some of the injustices you've suffered in the hands of Kanjo. In the CBD there is a saying, afadhali ushikwe na polisi kuliko Kanjo. These hawkers will tell you, afadhali nishikwe na polisi. Kanjo
Wanda
atakuwa.
udungana visu, si ndio?
Eh.
Walai.
Yup.
Yeah. And they come with a nini. They don't wear uniforms.
So a friend of mine, shout out to Double O,
And like miss.
was arrested in town by He was doing something wrong. He was urinating somewhere he shouldn't. Okay.
Irrigating the wall.
My guy was making sure these buildings can't fall. Okay. So out of the blue, somebody in plain clothes just shows up and grabs him. My guy is a big guy. Like, what? Who are you?
Wacha ni madam.
Wewe kama nani unanishika? Push this guy aside. Like, unasukuma polisi. It's like, when you police, sasa ningejua aje na hata uko na jaba.
Alikuwa na jaba.
Kanjo alikuwa na jaba hapa. But you know how these kanjo officers get their jobs? If your dad has connections in the city hall, okay, and you're jobless, he gets you a job as a city askari officer. Kanjo.
I know people who are kanjos, but they never go to work.
Of course, you don't need to.
You just collect your salary
and gets in every month.
You haven't. How many cases?
When you want a target,
they don't have an office. They don't have a target.
When you take the money, they always take money every day to this small business people.
I guess they put it in M-Pesa and then wanatupa kwa bank account. Yeah, I guess the city government.
Not all of it.
Not all of it. Some.
Yeah, because most people
unarasiwa na mbao. Nakwambia sirudi huku ninaenda hivi nikienda. Nipe yako. Na ndio umeweka nyanya chini.
Nonsense. Au na hata kifahamu. Umenegotiate na donda ukasimama ndio usilipe.
I know.
You know.
But shout out to the county government of Kajiado. Yes, on Saturday I was somewhere in the market and I was talking to a certain woman and she told me that they don't pay taxes on weekends.
That is amazing.
Yeah, shout out to Olelenko.
Okay.
He exempted them from paying taxes on weekends.
I have a theory that I feel like should be turned into legislation and passed in parliament. Disabled people should have the privilege to walk in any town or city without having to pay any form of taxes or having to face any form of harassment.
Imagine tu nikiwete.
Does that include 2-minute gate?
True.
Eh?
Oh, shout out to them.
Oh my God.
That is
Disability is not inability. But yeah, I feel like it should be a legislation that should be passed and empowered in every county too. Because I feel like the problem is we try to give handouts to these people instead of empowering them.